All right, so now we're talking about how do we get the materials this thing was made of. And if you were, this is made of, we had said glass and aluminum, among other things, but we'll talk about those two for now. The glass and the aluminum. So we're going to start out talking about the aluminum. Now, if you were to talk to an old prospector who was out looking for aluminum, he's not going to go with a hammer and find him some rock and chip him some aluminum from it. It doesn't occur that way. What you'll hear him say is, I'm going to go find me some aluminum ore. And what is ore? Well, what we're talking about is most elements in nature are not found in a pure state. And so if you're looking for aluminum, you don't go and look for a shiny spot, in the ground. What you look for is an aluminum oxide. So to not get too far ahead of myself here, we'd said ore is the state that many elements are found when you find them in nature, and they're not in a pure state. And they're actually as a heterogeneous mixture. So if you look on page 18 of your textbook, you'll see a chart that's talking about bauxite. And you can see there's silicon, there's oxygen, there's aluminum, there's iron, and then there's some other stuff there. So there's a whole lot of stuff in this ore that is called bauxite, which is one of the places where we get aluminum. It's only 8% aluminum, by the way. But what you find is that in many cases, because of the oxygen in the atmosphere, we have what we call oxides. And so we'll talk about silicon oxide here in a minute, and we're also talking about aluminum oxides. So these are heterogeneous mixtures of different compounds. So if you were to look at that rock, you'd say, well, I got this little crystal here, and I got another colored crystal here, and another one there. If you were to take each of those crystals, it would be a homogeneous compound. Again, not just aluminum, but the aluminum oxide. And then you might have the iron oxide and another one of those crystals, and silicon, and so on and so on and so on. So the whole point of all of this is, when you go out in nature and you're trying to find this material that we work with to make these portable electronic devices, what you find is you have to go out there and we have to purify them, do some chemistry with them. Okay.